it all, I think I found the right sounds. Niggas got me fucked up, ayy. Yeah. Can I get some more, please? No, they need some more heat. Maddie, turn it up now. I'ma need some more cheese. I'ma get it buck, bitch. Headed to the bus, bitch. I can't earn enough, ayy. Please act like I'm Andre. Baby, look my fun sway. Running down the runway. Took off with a jump, ayy. I'm good in the crunch, babe. Sipping on a Sunday. Pass out on a Monday. Searching for the money. We gon' see it one day. Stay bro till I'm done, ayy. Yeah, ayy. Switch up, girl, you dumb, ayy.
Misspelled, take it back. Take it back. Crash will always be the best boy. Do not even. Hey, Sid. Hey. Put some respect on Crash's name. Put some respect on Crash's name. What that dog doing? That dog's sleeping. But don't worry, guys. I've got a puppy cam for you today. I will introduce you guys, but they really did just fall asleep. So, oh God.
Crash and Sid
Better?
on a new puppy. Cute little family.
Better? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I added my second camera here for the puppies, and yeah, I'm so sorry for destroying your ears, guys. I really apologize. I forgot when I set up my new camera that yeah. How does my mic sound? Because I had to move it so that the puppy cam would work. Whoa, hello. So that so that the puppy cam would work. They're both passed the fuck out next to the fire right now. It sounds fine. Okay,
Happy
cool.
12 months.
Wonderful.
So
welcome
happy for
in.
new puppy.
Welcome in. I am gonna introduce you guys to Puppy. He did just fall asleep, but I will go get him and you can say hello. But first I want to say hi and welcome into the stream. Give you guys some updates and stuff like that. And yeah, kind of set the expectation for the stream of
works 2 jobs. WHO loves her kids and
yep,
never
that's me.
stops.
Yep, that's me. I don't know what my second job is, but I work it for sure. I do. Anyways, yes, so I don't know if you guys can tell from the puppy cam, but Crash is right there, and then there he is with his little pot belly. You can see his little pot belly, and then his little head hanging off the bed. Oh, that's so cute. He literally just fell asleep, and him being asleep is what allows me to stream. So I figured let's chat for a little bit, and I'll show you some pictures and talk to you about how puppy time has been. And then I will go get him and I will show you guys him, because if he wakes up at that point in time, then I will simply just have to leave because he's a little rambunctious. So if you were here at the last stream, then you know that I was talking about getting a puppy, and I had these 2 puppies that I was looking at. And I asked you guys, I said, you want the burnt chicken or you want the raw chicken? Because the breeder was supposed to bring them both, but then the breeder only brought raw chicken. So I didn't get to meet the other puppy, but it's fine because I'm literally in love. I am in love. I love raw chicken. He's so cute. So I got him 3 days ago. When did I get? Yeah, I was pretty dead set on him anyways. When did I get him? 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Anyways, yeah, I've been gone for the last couple days because I have been, starting to raise my new pupperino. He's very sweet. He does not have a name yet, so you guys are absolutely welcome to help me out. Offer some suggestions. Let me know what you think about the names that I have already sort of cooking in the brain. Yeah, we can talk about name stuff, but yeah, it was good. I basically, the breeder stopped by the house, which was really, really nice of them to come. And we went into the backyard, and then I met the puppy, and he was so sweet. He was just so sweet and loving, and he just wanted to run around and play, and he was really excited. He was like super, super excited. So that was a lot of fun because he had tons of just like good energy. I'm gonna take my ear off just so I can, hear just mother things. Oh, where you going, Crashy? Is it hot? Okay. You're a hot dog. Hello, pup. Oh, dang. Oh, thank you. Hi, puppy. Hi. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Go on, Crashy. So this is him. This is the little small noodle chicken, raw chicken nugget. He's very sweet. Very, very sweet boy, as you guys can see.
AWW cute pupper.
He is about 12 weeks old. He is the same breed as Crash. They're both Italian Greyhounds. He is very sleepy right now. He's a very sweet boy, and he's very playful, and he's very spunky.
He's so fucking cute.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. What's his name again? He doesn't have one right now. But I have some names that I do really like that I just haven't, I don't know, decided. That's a microphone. Yeah. It's a microphone. That I do really like that I just haven't had the chance to like decide on. I'm just getting to know his personality a little bit more, hang out with him more, and come up with a name. It's hard because Crash is just a perfect name ever. Like, the most perfect name. Like, I just nailed it with Crash. And I knew right away. But there wasn't like I met this guy and I knew right away type of thing. So my favorite names right now, I have 3 favorite names. My first favorite name is Koda. 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 Like the small bear from Brother Bear. I think that it really fits his personality. And I think it's like, I don't know, it's just cute. And he looks like a Koda to me. So that's probably my number 1 name at the moment. Do you want to go sit by your brother? What are you doing? You want to go sit by your brother? Oh, okay. You want to go like that. Okay. Yeah, like he's like a little bear. Hi, Crashy. Hi, Crashy. You're a good boy. I have to give Crash lots of attention. lots of attention. You want to go sit with your brother? Go sit with him. I like Koda and yeah, Kenai was cute too, but Kenai's just kind of long. What are you doing?
So cutie.
On down. I turned off the fire. It's not so hot anymore.
Or Koda is a cute name.
Oh. You can watch him and Crash interact because sometimes it's a little rocky. He really wants to be besties with his big brother, but then his big brother is like, nah, man, relax. Good boy, Crash. Good boy. So I have to praise Crash lots when he doesn't fuck with the puppy, basically. The little tyrant is up. Oh, okay. Good boys. Good boys. Anyways, yeah, Koda is my number 1 name, my number 1 favorite. I'll go like this so you guys can have an even better view. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Koda is my number 1 name for him. And second, I really like to go off of the Crash name and then having, like a second name, video game wise. I thought Spyro, because I loved the Spyro franchise very much. And Spyro was like one of my favorite. Oh, is he going to go try and snuggle his brother? He's inching ever so closer. Good boy, Crash. Good boy. You see, he's like so timid of Crash because Crash will just straight up like, he'll just he just growls and like smacks the shit out of him. But my favorite thing about Puppy is that he just keeps trying. Like, he's so bold, he's so brave. Like, he's like, fuck it, I'll go again. Fuck it, I'll go again. But yeah, so Spyro would be my other name that I really like. But it's kind of, this is gonna sound silly, but it's kind of hard to say. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, Spyro. Like, it's just like not an easy name to say, if that makes sense. So I feel a little less like into Spyro, but like I like the idea of Spyro, but it doesn't roll off the tongue. Exactly. I'm trying to, like, there's no like nickname really that comes out of it though, like Spy or like Ro. I guess I could call him Ro. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily feel right, which makes me sad because I want it to feel right. Like, I really want it to feel right. But it just doesn't. Anyways, my number 3 name is Atlas. So Coda is like, I feel really, really good about it. 2 is Spyro, which is like meh. And then 3 would be Coda. Cooper, like Sly Cooper. Okay, so I thought about that, but my family dog is named Cooper, and so it just like it just too much of the same name, you know? Aku. Yeah, I mean, Aku isn't really an easy name that throws off the tongue either, so probably not. But I mean, I guess if I just called him Aku, that would work. But yeah, we'll get into names because I know that you guys probably have so many suggestions, and I do like genuinely want to hear them all. I have pretty much read through every single one of the replies on my Instagram profile when I asked about name suggestions. So I would definitely love to hear your guys' name suggestions. Because yeah, like I was saying with Crash, it was like I knew immediately the night of, I was like, oh, his name is Crash. This little guy, I'm not quite sure. Look at him, he's so sweet. Look at him. Oh, look at his little peanut head. Oh, just a baby. He does look like Dobby from Harry Potter. I mean, Crash looked like Dobby for a while too. But yeah, so basically we met in the backyard. Crash was immediately jealous. So it was really funny because the breeder came to the backyard. We went straight there. I left Crash inside with like John, Jody, Sean, Toast, and my PA, John. And they were all sitting inside. And I could see Crash like clawing at the door, trying to come out, like so confused. Where I'm like petting the puppy, whatever. Crash is freaking out, barking from the inside. Like everybody's texting me like Crash is really upset right now. So Crash comes out. He meets the puppy. He's like super confused. He's wagging his tail, like looking at him, you know, just like a little uncomfortable. And I'm giving the puppy a lot of attention because I'm trying to get to know him and decide, like, do I want to take this puppy home? Like, is this going to be my dog? And Crash is so jealous. Like, I have never seen Crash act like this before. Honestly, Crash has been really he's been an asshole the last couple of days. So I decide on the puppy. It's so funny because I remember I told everybody, I was like, okay, I really want to make sure I make the right decision here. And I think that once I see a puppy, it's like, I'm just going to see like pink and everything's going to be fine. And like, I'm just going to take it. So please, like, I want to really think about this. I want your guys' input, yada, 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 whatever. None of that happened. Literally none of that happened. I was like, yeah, I'll take him. Yeah, how much? What do I sign? Well, I take him now, right? Like, this is okay, great. So you guys can leave, and then I take him, right? Like, everything flew out the window. And then afterwards, I'm like holding this puppy, and I look at them, and I'm like, we were supposed to talk about this. We said that we were gonna have a conversation, and then we didn't have a, yeah. So I kind of just fucking sent it, but I have zero regrets. I will tell you though, the first night I had a lot of regrets. So, okay, let me continue to talk about the experience thus far. So I'm getting ahead of myself. I bring him home, I bring him in. First day is like interesting because it's the first day with the puppy, right? Like he's confused as fuck. He's tired. He just drove like a couple hours, yada, yada, yada. And So I don't really get to see his personality. He's not really being that crazy. He's sleepy. He's like a little confused and just like following me around everywhere. And it's really easy. But I bring him inside. Peter and Celine also happen to be over. And so they're really excited to meet the new puppy, right? So they're like, oh my God, puppy, puppy, puppy. And Crash is like a vindictive, jealous boyfriend. Like he literally just runs. Like if Peter is going to pet the puppy, Crash runs in between the puppy and Peter, jumps all over Peter, is all over his face, like will not leave him alone. And then Celine's like, okay, well, if you're petting Crash, I'll pet the puppy. So then she goes to pet the puppy and Crash runs over to Celine, jumps all over her face, yada, 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 is like going crazy, whatever. So he did, he's done that with everybody for the entirety of it. So obviously there are ways that you have to transition a new dog into the home, and one of them is always giving the older dog attention first. So if I like leave the room and I come back in, it's always saying hello to Crash and then saying hello to the puppy. And so I had to tell all of my friends that as well. Please make sure that you give Crash attention before you give puppy attention. Luckily, I got lots of love to give, okay? I think that I have a very large heart, and that's how I knew I could get through 2 puppies. I have given Crash so much attention. His daily routine is the same. We still go outside. We still throw the ball. He still gets snuggles. Puppy can't jump on the bed, so Crash gets bedtime, and Puppy does not go out on the balcony because there's some like large gaps in the railing. So Crash gets to go outside by himself, and it's so funny because it's like it feels like Crash aged. Like Crash literally, he aged like years as soon as I got this puppy. He's like an old man who's like, get off, like, oh, this kid, he's too much. I'm gonna go be alone now. And he like goes to his, he like goes and sunbathes on the balcony so that he can be away from the puppy. I'm like, bro, you used to be the annoying little guy. Days ago, you were literally just, you were the annoying shithead. And now you're like the old man who's yelling, get off my lawn to the kid and like spraying the fucking, he's like spraying the chalk off of the sidewalk. It's literally so sad. Anyways, so Crash is definitely still getting used to things, but I'm making sure that he's getting lots and lots of love and attention, and all of that stuff.
Puppy baby.
Some of the hardest things so far have been food time. Food is like so difficult. Crash has never been he's never like he's never resource guarded his food or anything like that. But with Puppy, he does. And so they eat in different corners of the room, of course, and they have space in between them and everything like that. But Crash is just like, when I'm about to feed them, like Puppy cannot be anywhere near me. Like Crash will freak out because he thinks that he's gonna steal his food, and he's like super territorial. Yeah, so feeding has been really, really hard. What I've been doing, and I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but what I have been doing to just manage, like I feel like I'm Band-Aid fixing this right now. But what I have been doing is bringing Crash into the bathroom with me, serving both of their food, and then feeding Crash first and then Puppy after. Like they eat at the same time, but Crash gets his food first. I don't know if that's the right call, if that's what I should be doing. But I watched some YouTube videos, and yep, I hope so. We'll find out in a couple years if they're fucked up. But yeah, so that's been really hard. And obviously anytime like one of them gets a treat, like the other one has to get a treat. And anytime one of them gets a bone, the other one has to get a bone, and yada, yada, yada. So I make sure that I get duplicates of everything now. Yeah, that has been tough. The other thing that's been really tough is Crash. So we have a pool in our backyard, right? But Crash does not fuck with water. Crash, like, not a water fan at all, doesn't want to go in the water, doesn't want to get wet, doesn't want to dip his toes, nothing. Puppy, on the other hand, fucking loves water. Like literally would dive headfirst into a 6 foot deep pool if I let him. and he probably can't fucking swim. He's like 12 weeks old, right? So I let Crash out in the backyard, and he's like allowed to just kind of run around wherever because he's big enough and he's old enough and he knows the boundaries of the yard. The yard is fully fenced, but there are some areas that are like dicey for a puppy. You sound like you're speaking from experience. Okay, so he didn't dive head first into the water, but what he did do is he was staring at it so much, trying to play with it, that his back legs fell in and he got his whole bottom half of his body wet. And obviously I'm watching him like a fucking hawk, right? So I go and scoop him out or whatever. And I expected him to be like, oh no, fuck that. That was cold. I don't like that. Nope. Straight back to the pool. He wanted more. He wanted more immediately. So I just bought him his own puppy pool instead. I bought him his own puppy pool instead, and my plan is to put some like of those floaty ball. Oh, look at his stretch. Oh, oop, fell over. There we go. Oh, he's so cute. What was I gonna say? So I got him his own little puppy pool, and I got those like little floating balls so that he could play with them while he's in the pool. And since it's getting really hot now, I think that it will definitely be good for him. Crash the whole time? Yeah, he's basically like, don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Dude, the first day I brought him home, I thought that Crash was like plotting his demise. It's just yogurt. It's okay. It's okay, Crash. It's yogurt. I thought Crash was literally plotting his demise. Like, Puppy was sitting down here, like, playing and whatever. Crash was sitting on the bed at the edge, just like this. Like, he kept narrowing his eyes. And I was like, holy shit. He's gonna kill my puppy. I've never seen Crash look so malicious in his whole life. Like, Crash is such a sweet boy that I was like, oh, this is gonna be such an easy transition. Like, Crash is so sweet, everything is fine, and then he just flipped a fucking switch and was like, this is not okay. It's crazy because Crash loves dogs. Crash loves other dogs. He wants to play nonstop. He wants to cuddle nonstop. Like, he goes to a daycare that has a fuck ton of dogs just running around the backyard. And they all, like, I've been sent so many photos of Crash, like, snuggling other dogs on beds and, like, sleeping with other dogs and all sorts of other stuff. Like, normally he's the really annoying one that the other dogs are like, bro, can you relax for a second? And then, yeah, as soon as I brought a dog into his territory, he was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, it's been a little difficult. The first night, okay. You know when you're a kid, and, okay, and maybe some of you guys will relate to this and maybe some of you guys won't, but myself as a child, I had a schedule for my stuffed animals. So it was like Monday, Sasha would sleep on the bed and the rest would sleep together. Tuesday, like Marley would sleep on the bed. Like okay, so I had a straight up schedule for my stuffed animals, right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys did that, and that's like a common childhood experience. Maybe some of you guys didn't, as I'm seeing some question marks. But for me, I wanted to make sure that I was sharing my time with my stuffed animals equally and that they all felt loved and snuggled, right? Okay, so they had a schedule, a weekly schedule. Different ones would sleep in the bed on different days. You got stuffed animals as a child? I'm so sorry. Do you want a stuffed animal? I will help heal your inner child. You pick a stuffed animal and I'll buy it for you. Okay, that's sad. I got you. I had extreme favoritism. Yeah, so favoritism like really scared me as a kid, and like I wanted to make sure that like it was like spread out really evenly. So anyways, first night Puppy is home, and Crash sleeps in the bed with me, so Puppy's gonna sleep in the bed with me too. And that's, I don't crate train my dogs. I was going to crate train Crash, but and Crash is technically crate trained. But I just don't think it's the right decision for my dogs. I don't think it's the right decision for Crash. I don't think that's where he's happiest, and I don't think it's going to be the right decision for Puppy. So I don't crate train my dogs, so they just sleep in bed with me. Anyways, it's first night. Crash always sleeps in my bed. The only time he ever sleeps in his own bed or like on the floor or something like that is if he's feeling sick. Because he throws up like, you know, a little more often than I'd like him to. And in those cases, he always like sleeps on the floor because he just can get up, throw up, and go back to bed. That's the only time. So only when he's sick does he sleep on the floor. I get in bed. I pull Puppy up with me. I get him all situated. Crash is standing at the edge of the bed just staring. All fours. He's not even sitting down. He's just staring. And he's looking at me like, you're letting that thing in my bed? Stares at me, eyes narrows, hops off the bed, and then sleeps on the floor. And I, in reaction to this, the betrayal of my betrayal, start sobbing. I am so upset. He was so mad, right? Like, he's like pissed, so he sleeps on the floor. And I'm so sad that he's pissed. I'm having a fucking breakdown. I'm like, I ruined his life. He hates me. I ruined Crash. Like, he's a changed dog. He's like a cynical man now. Like, I sobbed for a long time. I think I cried for probably an hour. And then I'm like talking to my friends about it. And every time they ask me about it or bring it up, I start crying again. Because I can't stop crying. Because I'm just so upset. I'm like so scared I ruined Crash's life, right? And then, yeah, in the middle of the night, I let him out to potty. And then he hops on the bed afterwards. And he sleeps at the end of the bed because he's still angry, but he wants snuggles. So yeah, I think I have no paternal instincts because I'm like, what? I think I'm a really, I was gonna be a nurse, right? Like, I'm a very empathetic, like, yeah, I would say I have really strong paternal instincts or feelings. I don't want kids, but I obviously allow those to be, whoa, this is so trippy. That's my hand. I obviously allow that to manifest in me having dogs, or like my friends or something like that. But yeah, so that was fucking devastating. I was so upset. But Crash sleeps in the bed now. He's over it already. He sleeps in the bed with us. Puppy usually sleeps like right here, like snuggled in my like neck area, and then Crash, even before Puppy came, used to like to sleep by my legs. So yeah, but I have been getting the worst sleep ever. So Puppy is actually really good and sleeps through the whole night. The only reason he gets up is because Crash gets up. Otherwise, I think Puppy would sleep through the whole night, which is awesome. Crash, I don't know what it is, but he just wakes up in the middle of the night every single night. So I would say on average, before I got Puppy, I was sleeping like 4 to 6 hours a night. But now I sleep less because I can't get comfortable, because I have one dog who's like in my fucking ear, like in my ear with his hot puppy breath. And then I have another dog who likes to sleep in between my legs. So I'm a side sleeper. And Crash likes to go under the blanket and then like move my legs so that he's like in between them. And then I'm like on my side on the top half of my body. And then the bottom half of my body is straight on its back. And I have a puppy in between my legs. So it's miserable. And I regret allowing them to sleep in my bed already. I'm like, I am not going to be able to sleep. So yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable. But I'm just doing my best. Yeah. So literally, so normally, because they're asleep right now, I would be asleep. I would be Queen of Puddin'? Yes. Okay, I don't know if it's an Iggy thing or like an all dog thing, but yes, every time Crash wakes up, he violently shakes. He doesn't give a shit where you are either. Like, if you are in vicinity of getting the shit slapped out of you by his tail, he doesn't give a fuck. He does not give a fuck. He will poke an eye out with his tail. I get fucking motorboated all the time. It's literally so annoying. And he does it every time he wakes up, even from like the smallest little nap. Like he lays down for a second and he just shakes. I think it's definitely like a general dog thing. I've seen a lot of other dogs do it too, but holy fuck is it annoying in the middle of the night. Crash also does this other thing where he doesn't poop and pee in one sitting, which I actually think is the most annoying thing about him. So he wakes me up 4 a.m., goes outside, tells me, he's like, Mom, I need to go outside, right? So we go outside. He goes pee. He comes back inside. I crawl back in bed. I'm like, all right, time to go back to sleep. At this point, like, I'm not that awake, right? I just kind of like go and open the door and close the door and go back. I'm not like super alert. So then I lay back in bed. Crash won't lay down though. Why isn't he laying down? Pace, 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 pace. Pace, 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 pace. Pace all around the room. Hear his little nails. Tip, 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 tap, 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 tap. Claw at door. Mom, I need to go out. You were just outside, Crash. Mom, I need to go out. And I let him back out. And then he takes like 5 minutes to poop. And then he comes back inside. And then at that point in time, I'm already awake. And this happens every night. Every night. He goes out once. He poops or pees first. But then what's really frustrating is like, I get it if you pee and you don't really know you need to poop, right? That happens to us too. That happens to us too. Like, sometimes I'm peeing and I'm like, oh, I don't need to poop. And then I finish peeing and I'm like, oh, you know what? I needed to poop. Go back, take a dump, right? No. Him, he's like, he'll go outside and poop. And like, pretty much every time you poop, like you pee, right? Like almost every time. Like if I have to pee even a little when I'm pooping, I'm gonna pee. He goes outside and like you would just think you poop and then you pee, blah blah blah. Nope. Like if he pees and poops, I'm not that mad. But if he poops, comes back inside and then goes pee, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. But now that puppy's here, I wake up like I full wake up every time Crash wakes me up anyways. Yeah. Because I'm so scared of like puppy jumping off the bed or squishing puppy or something like that, or puppy peeing in the bed, that I make sure that he gets up and goes too. Anyways, all poo-poo times are pee-pee times, but not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times. You know what's funny? So Crash was trained to sleep through the night.
Hi Sid and chat.
Crash used to sleep through the night.
I have been studying a lot and spending most of my free time reading, so I missed a lot of streams. Sidian cried.
Oh, welcome back.
Pup is so cute. BTW. I love him. Sidian love. Hope you find a name for him soon.
I will find a name for him soon. I'm trialing names today. So Crash used to sleep through the night. It didn't used to be an issue. I actually don't know what changed. I think when we moved to this place, like in my old house, taking him out to go potty was more of a pain in the ass. We would have to walk a little bit further. But now, since I'd let him potty just like right outside of my room, I think that he's like, oh, it's a lot easier to access. So I can wake up in the middle of the night. And if I like kind of have to go, I'll go. Rather than like, oh, this is gonna be like a 10-minute ordeal. I'm just gonna go in and out. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. He used to be trained to sleep through the night and now he just doesn't. Sometimes if I'm really tired or really not having it, I'll just ignore him and then he'll come back to bed. Like he won't like, he'll pee in the house if he like really has to pee. But if he like has to poop and I don't let him out, then he'll go back to bed, which is kind of nice. So yeah, anyways, really rough at the beginning. Crash was constantly like, not nipping at him, but you know, putting him in his place, which is allowed. Crash is allowed to say, hey, don't touch me there. Don't bite my tail, puppy. Like he's allowed to growl and kind of, you know, show his teeth and say whatever. And I don't step in there. But then there are times where Crash goes overboard and he like tackles him. And I was really scared the first day. I was like, actually, I think this was a really bad idea. And I think I fucked up. And I think Crash was not in a place to have a brother. But then, if you've been following Puppy Journeys on social media, then you may have seen these photos. But then, they started warming up to each other. So this is the first time that they got even near each other. And then during this, I was like, okay, this is not going to be that bad. That we're gonna work it out. This is going to be okay. At this point, they're still not really playing together, but at least sleeping next to each other. And then eventually, I brought them down. So I pretty much everywhere is hardwood floor in our house except for one room. We have one. Look at him, little wiggle butt. One of our rooms has carpet, and when we first moved in here, it was completely empty, and it was just carpet. We didn't have couches or anything, and that was Crash's favorite room to play in. He would just tear it up, run around, right? I bring Crash down there now, and he plays a little bit, but it's not the same. Like, he doesn't love it as much. But I brought Puppy and Crash down there, and they fucking love it. So they tear it up together. And that was the first time that they like really played. And Crash was like, "Oh, this guy's kind of fun." Like all Crash wants is someone to either chase or to chase him. Like that's all Crash wants. And we went down there, and then eventually he was like, "Oh, okay. Like this puppy, he's gonna play with me. Like we can have fun. Yeah. Like he doesn't totally suck. We cuddle, and he keeps me warm." And he plays. So that was really good. And then eventually things got a little bit easier. So they started playing in here, and I set up like a little puppy area in the living room because I was like, oh, there's going to be a lot of times where like everyone's hanging out in the living room, but I can't hang out with them because my puppy can't just like free roam the house. And it's really hard to ask 7 other people to puppy proof everything and just be like perfect at all times. So I'm just not going to while he's baby, I'm just not going to let him, roam around. But I set a little like gated off area where I'm using old rugs. I have like the old rug from our apartment and the old rug from Toast's apartment just laid out. And like if Puppy pisses and shits on it, like who cares? We were going to throw it away anyways. So they have stuff to run on that's not hardwood, which is really nice. And yeah, so they have that area to play in. Let's see if I find you guys more pictures. This was him sleeping on my face. So it's really funny because Crash used to do this exact thing when he was a baby. Just sleep right on your face. Zero shits. Does not give a fuck. Like this is a perfect place to sit right here on your face. So comfy. So he does that often. This is another photo I love. So cute. They just look the same. They're like same, but diff. So cute. Then we hadn't watched TV. One thing that Puppy is not... Okay, sorry. I'm calling him Puppy right now, but I'm trying to call him Coda today to see if I like that name. One thing that Coda is not used to is like loud noises. So he kept waking up to like anything. And he would wake up to my voice. He would wake up to the door opening. He would wake up to like my friends streaming or playing games. And like when I was playing games the other night, he was waking up every single time I talked. And I don't know that he'd ever really heard the TV. So I'm watching Demon Slayer and he is shook. He is like staring at the TV, just so like scared. Like every fight, he keeps like backing up and like moving around and like ducking and head tilting and everything. And then eventually he came and he sat on my head and we watched Demon Slayer together. And this is just how he sat there. And this is when he was like really alert and like kind of confused by it. And then eventually he settled. And then we just watched Demon Slayer together. And like he's staring at the TV. Like he will not stop staring at the TV. He like is so intrigued by it. It's pretty much everything we put on. We watched La La Land the other night and he was like staring at it the whole time. Yeah, he's an iPad puppy. He's a little iPad puppy. And then my favorite moment of all is when they like snuggled for the first time. This was yesterday. They snuggled for the first time. So basically anytime Coda touches Crash growls at him. And like they don't really share the same bed or anything like that. But then this happened, and Crash was such a good boy, and they just slept next to each other, and it was so cute. And then last night as well, Coda came and just laid on Crash, like literally just laid on him. And Crash was a really good boy and just let him do it. And then they just snuggled, and it was great. So they're getting used to each other. Did you cry when you saw them like that? Almost. I didn't actually cry, but I definitely was like, that was when I was like, okay, I made the right decision, and it's been really rocky, but I think it's gonna be okay. Like there was definitely times where I was like, I remember I texted Jody and I was like, I am scared to post photos of the puppy in case this doesn't work out, because basically the breeder policy was like, we'll take your dog back, we will not give you your money back, but if it's not the right fit, if it's not working for you, or if you are incapable of taking care of the dog, then we will take it back. And so I was like, after the first day I was like, holy shit, I might have to get this puppy back. Like Crash is so mad, and he is being so mean, and like I'm scared that I made the wrong decision, and like I don't want to like show him to chat, and I don't want to like post photos of him and stuff like that if like I'm just gonna have to give him back. And at that point, like if I'm gonna be super candid with you guys. At that point, I am not bonding with Coda because of how much he's negatively affecting Crash. And Crash is like my world, right? So to see Crash so upset, I am like, well, not like I don't like this puppy, but like it's kind of like, I don't really want him around right now. And so not only did Crash not like him, but I was like, I don't really feel that like motherly type of, like I literally felt like I had like postpartum depression. Like I just didn't want to. Obviously that's really extreme, and that will never compare to how I felt, but I didn't feel the attachment that I thought I was going to feel to him. And then as you know, the days went on and things started to get a little bit better, I was like, I'm totally obsessed with him. I love him, and things are definitely getting better between him and Crash. And so I think it's just going to be like two weeks, a month maybe, and then I think they'll be all right. Do you tell Crash no when he growls? Wouldn't want the pup to be a submissive, adapt a submissive mindset. Okay, so it's difficult because your dog needs to be able to set boundaries, right? So Crash needs to be able to say, hey, don't bite my tail, or when you do this, it hurts. Like he's teaching the puppy like bite inhibition. He's teaching him boundaries, what's okay and what's not okay. So if I tell Crash no when he's growling and he thinks it's bad for him to like essentially put the puppy in his place, yeah, he's teaching puppy a lot of things. And if I tell Crash no, then he's not going to teach him, or he's going to like I'm going to give him negative attention for something that he should be doing. So I do not tell Crash no. The only time I intervene is when it's like something that's not okay. Like if Coda tries to sit on Crash and Crash is not having it, like he can say no, and that's okay. That's a boundary. But if Crash is just randomly like pinning Coda to the ground because he got like near me or near a toy or something like that, that's when I reprimand Crash and say that's not okay. Because there are some boundaries with me too that's like, oh. Did you see Crash snuggling closer to him? Oh. I think he really was just turning around on his side, but it looked like he was trying to snuggle closer to him. So in my head, I'm going to say he was snuggling closer to him and not that he wanted to switch sides. We'll take it. We'll take it. Normally, like, Crash, like, will get up and just leave. Like, he'll just go sleep on the bed if he doesn't want to be near him. So the fact that he's sleeping even in the bed next to him is progress. It's totally progress. But yeah, so I don't reprimand Crash for telling the puppy no, or telling them to chill out or whatever. Yeah, I guess that's really all I have It's really all I have to say. I told you guys I was gonna like try and make puppy content this time around, but honestly, I'm so like wrapped up in the moment and like taking care of them and whatever, that I just am not on my phone. And every time I try to take, so my phone is also broken. Did I ever show you guys this? My phone is like super fucking broken. And like the front screen is cracked as fuck too. Like it's really bad. And I at first I didn't do anything about it because I was like, oh, I don't think this is actually affecting my phone. But it is. And that, so this is what happens if I try and take a video. So, I can't. So every time something cute happens and I want to, it does it with my photos as well. So every time I want to take a photo or a video of something, I literally have to grab someone else and be like, oh my God, take a picture of this. Jody, give me your phone. Jody, give me your phone, you know? Or the cheat code around it is that I go to Instagram, and on Instagram, I can, oh, look, it's you guys. Or, well, no, this is my camera. On Instagram, it works. So I just use the Instagram camera. My main camera is fucked up. Don't worry though, because before I go to Korea and Japan, I will get a new phone so that I can vlog. Don't worry. Literally, my first thought was, how am I gonna vlog? But yeah, I will be getting a new phone. Apple Care, yeah, I could just do that. I think I have Apple Care. I'll have to check. No, I have a case. I had a case when this happened. This happened when I was in Brazil, and honestly, I don't even know how. I think, if I'm going to be honest, I think I sat on my phone and it cracked. I don't know. But, yeah, I figured I would get the newest iPhone anyways. So I was like, oh well, I'll buy it. She built like that. Yeah, she got a dump truck, huh? But yeah, I am pretty sure what happened is during one of the because I was on a co-stream at Brazil, and I just looked at my phone and it was broken, and I'm pretty sure I had sat on it at the co-stream desk, and then when I got up, it was, yeah. So it's been broken since then, but the camera thing didn't start happening until recently. So yeah, that's been kind of annoying. Sorry, yeah, that's kind of that for my puppy stories. I don't think I have anything too exciting, really. They just, yeah, they're getting used to each other. I'm getting used to him. Crash is getting used to him. One thing, it's so sad, man. So Iggies are super prone to breaking their legs. Okay, also, yes, you guys, in a couple of days, tomorrow, I'm getting rid of my bed frame, and I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear, oh, she's got a bed on the ground. She ain't got no bed frame. She's like, what is she? She ain't no adult. Her bed on the ground, okay? I know my bed's on the ground. It's because my puppy tries to jump off my bed. Buy dog stairs? Yeah, so I have dog stairs, but puppies... Okay, let me explain to you a little bit of his personality, because you guys obviously don't really get to see it because he's super sleepy. Who's seen The Legend of... Yeah, puppies are dumbasses, first of all. Second, his personality is like Bolin from Legend of Korra. Like, he's literally like, he's like Bolin. He's like so brave and bold, but also like clumsy and like, like if he would be like, I'll protect you, but then he'd go up there and get fucking whipped. Like, he'd get whipped by the boss, right? The boss would whoop his ass, but he would get up there and be like, yeah, like, I got you type of thing. So he's really, yeah, he's very brave, but he's clumsy and he overestimates himself. Yeah. So The other day, okay, back it up. Sorry, there's a lot going on. I had the hugest crush on Bolin. Really? I was really into Mako. I think everybody was really... And Asami. And Korra. You know what? I was with it all. I was with it all, if I'm going to be real with you. Iggy's break their legs really easily. If you have seen, like, Iggy legs in person, like... They're the size of toothpicks. Like, I think their legs are less thick than my 2 fingers. Like, their legs are probably like this. This is like Crash's leg, maybe. And then this is Puppy's, okay? They literally have toothpick legs. And so I think it's somewhere between 25 and 45% of Italian Greyhounds break their legs, break or fracture their legs. So that is a lot. That is a lot of Iggy's. Like, if you, just a general, like, Labrador Retrievers is probably like 2% or something, right? 25 to 45% of Italian Greyhounds break their legs. It's very, very common. And yeah, it's just one of the, you know, you get a bulldog and they have potential like heart conditions or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Great Danes, they have like a long or shorter life expectancy because of how large they are. Italian Greyhounds, they break their fucking legs. And treatment is really expensive. Treatment is really expensive in every country. I think that the surgery for a broken leg is like $5,000, but I do not care about. What I care about is the fact that like he could be 12 weeks old with like plates in his legs and like having to undergo surgery and stuff like that. Like yeah. So like imagine people who like haven't. Your mic is peaking hard. Am I having mic issues? It is really close to my face. It doesn't have to be so close to my face. Yeah, anyways, it's like you have to be extremely careful with Iggy's. It's more careful than I think you would have to be with most puppies, jumping on and off stuff, and it's traumatic for them. And some of the times they lose their legs. Like I know so many like tripod Italian Greyhounds because they've had to have their legs removed. So I'm very vigilant about making sure that he's not jumping on and off stuff, but he's very brave and stupid. So when we play in the movie room, there's couches all over the place, and Crash's favorite thing to do is jump all over the couches, and he wants to be like his big brother, so he starts jumping all over the couches. I literally will snag him out of midair. Like he's like going to jump, and I'm like, nope. I like trail this little guy everywhere because he doesn't give a fuck. He reminds me of Mabel. Like, it actually reminds me of Mabel. Like, and the same, like, she's very brave, doesn't give a fuck, like, does whatever she wants, gets into trouble. Like, that's baby. So, yeah, he's fearless. He is fearless. Anyways, I do have puppy stairs for the bed, but it doesn't matter because he's not going to use the stairs. He just yeets himself off. Bye, Mike. See you later. Anyways, the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, he was on the bed and the puppy stairs are there. There's like, I put dog beds all around my bed in case he did jump or whatever. He didn't just jump off the bed. Like, you know, you're like, oh, I'm getting off the bed. He didn't just jump off the bed. He jumped off the bed. I'm talking Evel Knievel. That motherfucker flew, okay? So far into the air. Like, Iggy's can jump. So he goes straight up and straight down past the dog beds. He jumps further than all of the cushions and stuff I have on the floor. He actually yeeted himself. So he goes flying, hits the floor, and I don't know if you've ever heard dogs cry or scream. They literally, like, scream. So he's, ah, ah. I'm doing it quietly because I don't want to wake them up, but he's, like, screaming bloody fucking murder. I hear, like, my roommate's doors open because they're all like, what the fuck is going on? Because they can hear him screaming through the doors, through my noise machine. And I'm, like, in my head, I'm like, oh, he just broke his leg. Like, I was so upset. So I go and pick him up, and I went through the same thing with Crash, right? Crash didn't break his leg, but Crash is kind of a thick boy. He's like kind of chunky. So I don't worry about Crash anymore, but I used to worry about Crash a lot when he was younger. And there was one time where he jumped off something and I thought he broke his leg. So this time he jumps off and I'm like, oh man, like this guy, he broke his leg, didn't he? And he was just screaming and screaming and screaming for like a couple minutes. And so I, checked all of his little leggies and I checked his chest and everything like that. And he was fine, luckily, just really like traumatized from it. But the thing is it's not like he's going to learn his lesson, right? It's not like he's going to be like, oh, I jumped off the bed and it hurt, so now I'm going to use the stairs. Like, no, that's it. He's a fucking puppy. He's still going to yeet himself off the bed. So I'm getting rid of my bed frame. Incredibly long story short, I'm getting rid of my bed frame. Hi, Eugene. Rocky is a cute name. Okay, I like Rocky, but it's too generic. It's too generic for me, Like, I love, like, Atticus and Pepper are great names, right? Like, I ain't never met another Atticus in my life, And I like Crash because I've never met another dog named Crash. But like Rocky is really like Rocky, like Luna, Bella, like those are all, and no flame to you if you named your dogs those things. I think that they're really cute, right? Like that works fine. It's just, to me, I like a little bit more unique names, That's all. Are you getting a low profile bed frame to replace it? So I actually think I'm just going to do no bed frame because Puppy already likes to crawl under the bed, which you all know is wildly annoying. And I don't store anything under there. And I think even with just my box frame and mattress, it might be a little high already. Like, Iggy's, like, he should not be jumping off of anything. Like, even if I have a couch that basically touches the fucking ground, he should not be jumping off of it. It's bad for him. He could hurt himself. Like, he's so fragile. So I'm like, I just want it as low to the ground as possible. I feel bad because it's going to take away one of Crash's, like, spaces, But could you do no bed legs? Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'm just going to screw the legs off. But the metal bars that support the bed frame also have legs. And so, yeah, then I couldn't get rid of those. I can get rid of the bed frame legs, but I can't get rid of the metal bar legs. Unless I don't know, fucking melted them off. But it's just not, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Turkey lunch meat. Wow, Cyanne's really cooking, huh? She's really cooking over there, huh? Turkey lunch meat. You know what, Cyan? Because I love you, I'll consider it. Platform box spring. It's not a big deal. I'm literally just gonna put the box spring on the ground and then put the mattress on it and it'll be fine. Let her cook. Yeah, we'll let her cook. But yeah, name wise, Atlas, Coda, Spyro, I like them all. Spyro just doesn't really roll off the tongue very well, but I really want it to be Spyro. Like, I want Spyro to work, but I don't think it works. Coda feels the best to me. Atlas is a name that I've considered for both Crash and now second puppy, but yeah. Mike Peaks, is it like my gain is too high? My gain is pretty high right now. Hello. Does this sound better? What's the name of the naked mole rat from Kim Possible? That would be Rufus. I will not be naming him Rufus. I hate that stupid naked mole rat. Scout is a nice name too. Scout is cute. Scout to me feels more like an Australian shepherd. Or like a Weimaraner. Nutmeg is cute. It's a little too cute for him. Like, I think of him as like a Boy Scout. Like, he's a really eager Boy Scout. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Perry's kind of cute. Red loaf. Do you want to stay with the game theme? So personally, I think it would be really cute if I stayed with the game theme and like I had Crash and like Daxter or Crash and Plank. Something like that, but I need it to feel right for him. Daxter actually does feel kind of like it could make sense. Bandicoot, well, Bandasnoot is Crash's last name. I did give Crash a first and last name. I did. So when I check in at the vet, the front desk has to go, is Crash Bandasnoot? And happy. And everybody in the office is like, it's awesome. Well played. Yeah. What did I went to the vet the other, or when Crash was going all the time. And what's the guy that, God, what's his name? Oh, there was a cat named Ron Swanson. Oh, big stretch. There was a cat named Ron Swanson. And so it's like it's just really funny when, you know, the people at the front desk have to be like, is Ron Swanson ready? Yeah, so I did enjoy that. I would give Puppy a name like that. Broden suggested Donnie Yen, and Toast suggested Clint Eastwood. So I'm getting not a lot of help from my friend. I got Donnie Yen from Broden. Oh, he's gonna try. Hold on, I need to play peace.
She thinks she sizzle. I broke up with her, but to this day I stalk her Twitter. She kinda funny. I know you think I'm going dummy. I'm back crazy. Return of the mat, baby. With cat lady, let's settle down, have a little. I love you to the end of time. I'm not a quitter. I ain't never been a fourth quarter. I deliver. Clutch nigga, you won't find much bigger, much better. No, this ain't happy ever after. It never has been. Your new boy.
I think Crash is okay when he initiates contact, but I think he's not okay when Puppy initiates contact. So I don't know if you guys saw there, but Crash went and put his head next to the puppy, and he's okay with that. Yeah, that went really well. Baby went, yep, he went close to Crash. Crash said no. Baby went on his back and was like, okay. So, yeah. Just figuring it out. You're figuring it out. Hi, Claire. I may be leaving soon, depending on how crazy things get. Also, I am going to be staring at Puppy because, Puppy poops on the pad pretty well. But he does not pee. He will pee on anything. Well, I keep trying to fix my mic because everyone's complaining about it. So, hopefully this is better. We're saying I'm peeking really bad. Do I sound better? You're slowly turning into Jenna Marbles with all these greyhounds. I know. Good now? Okay. Doom. Come on. Okay. Do you bell train them? No. I usually just, Crash just lets me know by standing by the door. And that works fine. I tried to bell train Crash, and Crash was scared of the bell. They're kind of sensitive little guys. Italian Greyhounds are really sensitive, and, like, they're both scared of the wind. Like, they're both terrified of the wind. So... yeah, you know, I gotta take it easy with them. No loud noises, nothing crazy. Now you get to, oh, one thing about Puppy that is so nice is that he plays so well by himself. Like, Crash never played by himself. He hated being alone, and he didn't know what to do with himself if I wasn't playing with him. But Puppy loves to play by himself. He'll just run around the room with toys in his mouth. He plays with the automatic toys. He's like really, really, really good about it. You can go side, see? Crash just telling me. He's like... gonna pee, watch this. watching him like a hawk. Put him outside.
What
No,
this?
Crash
New
just or
cuteness?
Puppy does not go outside to pee because my balcony has really big gaps in it. So what I'm doing is I'm puppy pad training. I'm puppy pad training next to the back door so that he go out. Okay, I have not read alerts in like 8 million years, so I'm gonna do that. Let's do that because I have not read my alerts since I started stream. Babensky, thank you so much for 15 months. Welcome back to Tier 1. Danny, thank you for 9 months of the Tier 1. Welcome back. Just Kim, thank you for 27 months. I appreciate it. I do. One thing that I have not been doing is I have not been drinking water at all. I have not drank water at all, and I can feel it every day. Vinyasa, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. If you got gifted a sub, I hope you enjoy emails with your sub badge. Thank you so much. Addicted to Who, thank you for an entire year. Welcome back with the Tier 1. Blackfire Cowboy, thank you for 38 months. Wow, I haven't said your full, like, actual IGN in forever. Thank you for 38 months. Welcome back with the Prime. Connor Danger Cash, thank you so much for... my jaw. Thank you for 6 months with the Tier 1. Nox, thank you for 4 months with the Tier 1. Welcome back. Hi, Crashy. What you doing? Nox, thank you for... Oh, big switch. Thank you for 4 months. Welcome back to Tier 1. Rue, thank you so much for 4 months. Welcome back with the Tier 1 as well. Messy Nisa, thank you for an entire year. Welcome back. Viv, thank you for 52 months. Welcome back. Maddie, thank you for 10. French, thank you for 26. Dark Haze, thank you for 20. Cara, thank you for 22. Gucci, thank you for 30. Jess, welcome back for 40 months. Day, thank you for 2 months. Oh my god, it's Nutmeg. Thank you so much for 25 months. Welcome back to Tier 1. Brian, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. Brave, thank you so much. Ash, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mother, I have not had ball time today. Phoenix, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Luke Queen, thank you for 29 months. Azaria, thank you for 4 months. Lynn, thank you for 16 months. Beglin Locks, thank you for 27 months. Tay Tay, thank you for 24 months. Adrian, thank you so much for 13. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Oh, crash. Also, my camera, my puppy cam is crooked as fuck, and honestly, I'm not gonna fix it. Just have to deal. Mellow Kitty, thank you for 7 months. Welcome back with a Prime. Vinci, thank you for 23 months. Welcome back. Lezes, thank you so much for 22 months. Welcome back with the Prime. They've been fighting over this paper towel roll for... They just fight over the paper towel roll. That's all they do. Oh, I guess you can't see right here. Howdy, puppy? Hi. Hi. Oh, wiggle butt.
Fuck it up, yeah. Give me everything that you got, yeah. Keep it on lock. Just keep going, don't stop, stop. Turn me up, yeah. I'm halfway there like a crop top. Look me up, yeah. 1-800 make it hot, hot. 1-800 make it hot. Don't let it drop. Hit me with the bop, bop, bop. I need everything you got. Dig outside the box. Tell me what you like, dot, dot. Fuck it up, yeah. Give me everything that you got, got. I'm going through a lot, yeah. As you see, I'm going through a lot, ayy. I'm pumping, itching for some days now. I was sad last night, I'm okay now. Got some money from the bank, put a 20 in the tank. Best friend gave me 5, that's a PayPal. Cause lately the shit been tricking on me. A bad little bit when missing on me. I'm a confidential when missing on me. Ain't seen you in a while, are you tricking on me? Cause I was sad last night, I'm okay now. I was hungry as fuck, I just ate now. But the state that I'm in got me anxious again. All these checks coming in any day now. I'm on the grind every day like Pretty Ricky. I want a house by the lake like Ricky. I don't really need much, I just need a couple bucks. Man, this broke shit set like a
Yeah, so, sorry, you'll have to give me a second. You got there so fast, yeah, because I'd be open.
Yeah. on a day. We ain't gotta wait. Tell me if you got an ex nigga in the way, he can skate. I just wanna get a little taste, and I see you keep your body in shape. Look, I just wanna day. Damn, you look good. Damn, you look good, girl, and you look good. Need to stop. Niggas came in 2 shots. I'm waiting to hit sugar free, quicker Tupac, this the coast. T-shirt, flannel, no coats. A party ain't a party if my nigga can't smoke. Here we go.
Crash is peeing all over himself.
So baby over there, cause you know I wanna poke. No, I don't. I just wanna get in the throw. Drop at the house and go dipping on the spokes. Niggas know 2 12s in the back seat. Passing by the kids and they yelling, that's me. As I skate. Damn, what's with all this hate?
Cute little doggies, Sidian heart.
Okay. Niggas know I do stay paid. And niggas can't get that fade when I come around. Niggas better quiet shit down. You niggas ain't buying Cristal. You sharing that drink. Fuck, do I care what you think? I come through wearing that mink.
One of the things about this is I can't remember who, but someone told me that, like, I think maybe it was on TikTok. It was like, it's actually, like, whatever, the work is fine, but somehow the piss and shit, it doesn't double. It doesn't even triple. It fucking quadruples. The most crazy, okay, so the other night, Crash gets up, and he's like, all right, I need to go poop, right? So I go take Crash out. Crash goes poop. I pick up his poop. I come back inside. Puppy's shitting on the floor. So I run to Puppy, and I'm in the middle of transitioning his food right now, so his poops are getting a little soft.
Come through feeling like Mike. You ain't my wife. Please, I'm everybody type. Girl, I got what everybody like. When I come around, niggas better quiet shit down. You niggas ain't buying Cristal. Sharing that drink. Fuck, do I care what you think? I come through wearing that mink. When I come around. Just when I come around.
he goes on the bed to pee. You know? Yeah, it will teach like, oh, peeing on bed, good. Relaxy puppy. Well, no. It's like I do take him, like I put him on the puppy pad, right? Okay. I put him on the puppy pad, right? And he doesn't go on it. He doesn't go on it. And I do I do everything right in terms of puppy training. Or like in terms of potty training, but doesn't be on the puppy pads. So, yeah. Just takes time. Yeah. No, I know. He gets tons of praise and reward every time he pees on the puppy pad. If he's peeing on something that's not the puppy pad, I bring him and I take him to somewhere that's supposed to be on the puppy pad. But the question that I had more so is like, if he's consistently peeing on the beds, so that I don't have to watch the bed every time, I put down blankets so that he pees on the blankets instead of on the bed. But like, then I'm constantly washing blankets. So I'm like, is there a better way to do that? Yeah, so I actually did not train Crash to go potty with puppy pads. I trained Crash to go potty only by going outside. Yeah, Crash has got the zoom. I trained Crash to go potty only by going outside. He never learned puppy pads. But like I said, this time it's not going to really work because of the balcony having those really large gaps. I can't. I mean, I guess I could take puppy outside, but I will have to just be really, 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 really careful that he doesn't, get a board to cover the gaps. Yeah, because I don't want a puppy pad train. That's not ideal. It will take time. Yeah, it does. It just does take time. I can cover the gaps. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Well, this was fun, but both of my also, yeah, to comment on the whole toast thing, I saw there was a whole thread about how I'm like an asshole fucking neighbor or like roommate or whatever. Toast has never complained about it, and I think that the reason why it smelled bad that one time was because Crash had just gone potty. I pick up Crash's poop immediately, and every time he pees, I like spray it with water. So I really am like doing my best, and like it's who said that? There's a literal thread about how I'm a mean person and I'm a bad roommate because of the fact that and Toast has never had an issue with it, and like I've asked him since then, like, does it always smell like this or like whatever, and he said no. So everyone hop off my dick, okay? Hey puppy, say hop off my dick. Yeah, say hop off my dick. Leave my mama alone. I'm gonna take them to go play because they are being crazy. Crash, knock that off. Thank you for stopping by, for saying hello. I wanted to tell you guys, both my puppies are Italian Greyhounds. My stream schedule for a little while is going to be evenings. So I was, live today, early just to say hello, and all of that. I do have the spray to help them, the like anti-ammonia breakdown spray, whatever. I know, baby, we're gonna go. I streamed early today just to say hello, but my stream schedule from here on out is going to be evenings because I'm going to be streaming when Puppy is asleep. Puppy usually goes to sleep around 8 p.m. Okay, get down then. Sleep around 8 p.m. So streams will be at night. Streams will be at night, and I'll be hanging out and gaming and doing stuff then. I'm so sorry for those of you who are so used to me streaming in the mornings. I really do enjoy this time for streams, but it's just not going to work for me for a little while. So if you guys are expecting to see me, expect to see me in the evening around 8 p.m. PST will be the more likely time period. And I, of course, will let you guys know when I can be live. You know, that's what I was saying. I was like, how the fuck Hassan streaming, bro? Like, did he just get the calmest, most easy puppy ever or what? Because, like, I know that dude streams for hella long, too. I literally was like, I want to message this guy and ask what he does because I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe like, Hassan, oh, he has family that helps out, too. Yeah, and she sleeps a lot. That's what I figured. When I saw the puppy, I'm like, oh my God, she's so cute. But she looks really big and like sleepy and chill versus my little high energy Energizer bunny rabbits. Yeah, he's got a Snorlax type, and I have like a Pikachu. I have 2 Pikachus essentially. So I'm glad that worked out for him. He definitely picked the right breed for his profession. I know, we're gonna go play. I'm gonna raid Tenzin. Enjoy your time with her, and maybe I will see you guys later this evening or another evening this week. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for all the love and saying hi to Puppy. And yeah, if you would like to see more of Puppy, I've been posting a ton on my Instagram, so you can follow me there, Sidion. And I will see you guys next time, okay? Bye-bye. Enjoy your time with Tenzin. Have a good rest of your day. Or evening if you're in the evening places. See you later. Sorry for the short stream. Well, I will be here as often as I can, okay?